Hello, Krzysztof.
Hello.
I don't know if you remember, but my first interview with you for Rally Week, it was with you at 2020 after
Yes.
Rally Žemaitija. Do you remember it?
Yes, I remember, of course. It was a great season for us and a lot of memories. Yeah, it was fantastic.
I remember that your brother-in-law infected with the rally. So maybe you can share a story how everything started.
Yes, I think it was when I was 10 years old. He took me to rallies, let me drive his cars, and I think he played a big role in the place when I am today. So yeah, thanks for him, and it was good.
Your career started with front-wheel drive cars, then you switched to rear-wheel and now four-wheel. So which suits you better?
They are different, definitely, but when you drive above, I think, 80 kilometers per hour, they are similar. Of course, rear wheel cars are the best for me. I have a lot of memories, and I think it was a good lesson for me. So I recommend it for all drivers to try rear wheel cars, because you need to have good feeling to drive fast these cars. And yeah.
Was it hard to switch to four-wheel drive from rear-wheel?
No, it was easier. If you have experience in BMW, four-wheel drive cars is much easier, definitely.
And from front-wheel to rear-wheel, it's probably harder.
It's difficult. Yes, it's hard. It's hard, and but it was a good lesson for me.
In 2020, you debuted in Lithuania with F46 M3. Why did you choose come to Lithuania?
Because I love gravel rallies. In Poland, we haven't a lot of gravel rallies, so Lithuania was a good option for us.
How has Lithuanian rally scenes changed from those times? Because you were driving also this year. How changed Lithuanian rally from your perspective, or it's quite the same?
In my opinion,
Yeah.
not much. Very good organization, fast stages, and very fast drivers. So for me, in 2020, it was similar like this year. So everything is similar.
So you have great memories from Lithuania,
Yes,
probably.
yes, definitely, yes.
This year was quite special for you. You made your debut in European Rally Championship in Rally Poland. So how was the whole experience for you?
3 months before were certainly exhausting. We need to collect the budget and prepare to the rally, but now I know it's worth it. Our pace was very good, starting with first generation of the Skoda, and it was fantastic weekend for us. Definitely I want more, so yeah, great memories.
How was all the media exposure, organization, all those things? It was easy for you, or it just was like normal rally, or you felt some kind of,
Of course, WRC Rally are difficult and a lot of great opponents, but for us, I think it was good weekend, and maybe not easy, but I think normal. Everything was good, so the drive was good, my co-driver also, so my team, so everything was good for us, and it was a good weekend for us.
Is it a big thing for Polish rally drivers to drive in such event as Rally Poland? It's like honor, or it's just you like any other event?
Yes, of course. Rally Poland is the famous rally in Poland, so it is a special rally for Polish drivers. For me also.
For the last 3 years, you were mostly seen with Skoda Fabia R5, but only few events. So what did you do besides rallying?
Working with rallies, so I was a gravel crew in Polish Championship. I teach drivers and prepare rally cars for our customers. So a lot of work with rallies.
This season you have been busy with renting cars such as Lancia YHF Rally 4 or Skoda Fabia Rally 12. Is this new business for you, or you were doing it a long time?
Maybe not new, but in this year we developed our company with my friend. I run the company with him, with Mariusz. We refreshed our garage. We sold our old Skoda and buy a Skoda Evo. We bought also Lancia Y Rally 4, which is the brand new on the market and also very fast. So I think this is a good year for us. Yeah.
As far as I know, there will be a very special drive in Rajd Kormoran this year with your car.
Yes. Leszek Kuza is a famous driver in Poland, so it's. I think it will be difficult rally for us, but of course we are waiting. So it will be good experience for our company.
Rajd Kormoran is quite famous event in Poland. Maybe you can tell more about it.
I don't know why. Maybe because in Barburka is famous stage Karowa Street, and I think everybody want to start in Karowa Street, and I think this is the most important thing in this rally. A lot of people, of course, a lot of spectators, and this is Rally Barburka.
Yeah. You attended the last rounds of the Lithuanian Rally Championship, renting and helping our young prospect Irmantas Buivydas. How did everything go with the driver, with the team, with the car?
Almost perfect. We won 2 rallies. But we did not win a title. Some points were missing, but I think Irmantas is very fast driver, and it's beginning of his potential, and we will see him, I think, and he's very fast, and I keep fingers for him.
Maybe you can tell more about Lancia car? Because it done 3 rallies, I believe, yeah?
Yes, it's a totally new car in this year. Of course, similar like a Peugeot Rally 4, but new body, everything is new with all upgrades, and I think it's a very fast car, and I will try maybe in next season to drive in rally.
Why Lancia?
I don't know why, because it's new. Yeah, we need something fresh.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the stages. Yeah.
Maybe what are plans for all the team for like next year?
We'd like to order our cars in Lithuanian Championship or maybe Poland Championship, and I think this is our plan for the next season.
Are you planning to drive yourself?
Yes, of course, but it's difficult. I dream about rally, but right now it's difficult and I can't say anymore today.
A lot of rally drivers from Olsztyn come to Lithuania to rally. Maybe you can tell about whole Olsztyn region, about rallying, their love for gravel, and maybe what is your community of Olsztyn of rallying?
Olsztyn is gravel capital in Poland. Two famous drivers were born in Olsztyn. We are talking about Marian Bublewicz and Krzysztof Hołowczyk, and thanks for them because rallies in Olsztyn are very popular.
There were some rallies some time ago around Olsztyn, yes?
Yes, Rally Kormoran, but not now, and it's for me it's not good. I want to start in Olsztyn in my home rally, but I think it's not possible in the future.
What other drivers that are from Olsztyn now competing in Lithuania or around here?
Yes, a lot of drivers from Olsztyn start in Lithuanian championship because we love gravel rallies, and it's natural to start on Lithuania. You are very close to us, so it's for us it's very good.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for your hospitality, and maybe you can tell what is K-Rally team origins and
Origins. It's a rally team started by Korek, Pawel. He is our boss and the owner of the team. He's a mechanic, a rally mechanic for many years. He was working for many years with top Polish drivers, especially Krzysztof Hołowczyk. And this is a team he started 3 years ago. It's a new project, and we want to make, just rally cars at as good level as possible. Something that we can be proud of, and we can have fun working here.
so what team are doing? Servicing, creating something?
We do a lot. We do a lot of servicing. We also build cars. We rent cars. We service cars from the owners. Basically, all that is related to rallying in rallies, in cross-country rallies. I'm sure we can help. We can do something good.
2023, this year is behind you, debuted in Lithuania. Maybe
Yes.
you can tell more about this car.
Like this is our baby. Yes, this is the car we built from the base. The idea was that for many years the most common cars for rallying was Subaru Impreza and Mitsubishi Lancer, of course. But for many years we don't have any new cars that you can turn into a rally car, which was an issue. If you don't want to buy some FIA class car, you had nothing to buy. It was very difficult to do something original. And when the Yaris GR showed up, we decided we want to try to make it a rally car, and I really believe it's working well.
So what was progress with this car? How did you change that car from stock?
From stock we changed it quite a lot, and the good thing is that this car has very good engine. We don't have to modify it in even the tiniest bit. We modified not that much at the beginning because we honestly had to find weak spots of this car, and some of those weak spots showed up in a time during tests, during rallies, and since that we made quite a lot of improvements. This car have the top dampers, the sequential gearbox. We focused a lot about the safety. We have very strong roll cage, safety fuel bladder, new FAI standard of seats and belts. So I believe it's a modern, let's say, Group N car. But as we know, it's not Group N because it's got sequential gearbox. That's why we work with Polish ASN to make a new class for this car. And since this year, we can compete with it in Polish Championship.
Is this car like Finnish project or is still upgrading it?
Finnish project. To be honest, I think it will never be completely finished because we want to do everything as good as it can be. So if you see some weak spot that showed after some kilometers, we won't leave it like that. We always want to make an improvement. But we proved in many rallies on gravel and on tarmac that it is a fast car. We improved its reliability a lot. So I think there won't be any major changes. But if we will have an opportunity to improve it even more, I'm sure we will try it.
How drivers such as Timo Asuma help you with the development?
He helped us a lot because when we first built this car, the main issue was that it's not a car built to be a gravel going car. It's a good racing car, but on tarmac. That's how this car was built originally by Toyota. We had some issues with bump steering, with working of suspension, with working of four-wheel drive, and we need to improve that. We need professional drivers because we cannot rely on amateurs. I couldn't rely on myself because I'm not a driver, and I think it was the smartest thing to use help of professionals. Temu helped us a lot with preparing this car for going on gravel. We had also a very good driver in Poland, Kacper Wróblewski, who was competing in Polish championship. He knows a lot about driving car on tarmac. He helped us with preparing that spec of a car, and I see it benefits. If we will be waiting for feedback from amateur drivers, it will take much long time to develop it. But now it's something I think we can be proud of because of help of professional drivers.
There's another Yaris in our background. It's the second one?
No, it's not the second one. I believe it's the fifth one.
Oh, wow.
So we built 3 cars already, and 2 more cars are under construction now.
So the market there is some market for these cars, yeah? There is.
Yes, like I said in the beginning, people want something new. Yeah. Rules and regulations in rallying are getting more and more, strict, closed to build a new car, and there was no base car to choose from. If we have now opportunity to do this with Toyota Yaris, we have to do this, and people are waiting for it. People want something new, and we cannot forget that many of the drivers like to do something by themselves, like to play with that, to build a car, and this is the opportunity for that.
Yes, the spirit. You build it, you race it.
Exactly. You can always buy a top car. But for some people, it's not that much fun as build it and improve it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The team is very active in rally retail, so especially with Dacia. So maybe you could tell more about it.
Yes, because for many years back in the previous company, the main activities for us was cross-country rallies, because we was running Dacia Duster Cup in Poland. We were traveling with those cars all around the Europe. We were in Spain, Portugal, Italy, Finland, Russia, Hungary, and a lot of rallies in Poland. So it was quite a long journey with those cars. And also our boss was competing in Polish Rally Ride Championship. So our main focus was on rally ride cars. And the idea of building a Dacia was a bit like idea of building Yaris, to make something new, something we can, you know, call our child. And the Dacia, many people didn't believe that we can turn Dacia into a rally car, but it was surprisingly easy to make it really working. We focused just on few key points to make it work, but the engine, the transmission, it's all completely original. Like in Yaris, we focused on safety and on good suspension, and it works. And of course, the main thing was the cost. Dacia, the price of the Dacia was like about like a set of dampers for a top T1 car. Basically, it was the whole car was in the price of a set of dampers for the top cross-country car. So it was very cheap to buy and quite cheap to rally.
Nice. From time to time, with different drivers, K-Rally team visited Lithuania. So what's your opinion about rallying level in Lithuania, the culture, the organization, the mood? How do you feel in Lithuania?
We really like going to Lithuania. First of all, we feel welcome out there. We don't feel like strangers. Lithuanian rally organizers and other competitors are always very friendly to us. What we miss most about rallies in Poland is gravel. We miss gravel, especially here where we live in Olsztyn. There was quite a lot of gravel rallies in previous years, but now the Polish Championship is 100% tarmac. We don't have any more gravel rallies in Poland. So if you like to feel a good gravel, we go to Lithuania.
As there was some few rounds of Polish Rally Championship in Lithuania, how the whole community accepted the fact going to Lithuania to do some rallying as a championship?
Can you repeat?
There was a few rounds of Polish Championship in Lithuania back 2-3 years ago. So how the whole community accepted that we're going to Lithuania to do some gravel rallies?
I think it's always a good thing to try something new. Like in Poland, we have few like areas when we do rallies, and for many years they don't change a lot. So like in few years ago in Polish championship, cross-country championship, rally ride championship, we had few rounds in Hungary, for instance, and it's really something new, something fresh. I think it was a good idea. Maybe competitors think different, maybe not, but I think it was a good idea.
One of your cars, Skoda Fabia R5, is still racing in Lithuania. Maybe do you remember that car?
Yes, it was the first Rally 2 car. It was R5 back then that I was working with. I remember that car. It was very intensive season. We were driving with Adrian he was the driver, and we had quite a lot of work with him. He was expecting a lot from us, from the car, and we were trying our best to give him what he needs. So it was very intensive season, a lot of rallies, a lot of testing. I learned quite a lot back then. But to be honest, I wasn't working a lot with that car because back then I was, well, let's say a leader of Dacia Duster Cup. Like our team back then, which was still a very small rally team, we had two big projects, like servicing that R5 car and running Dacia Duster Cup. So I remember that as very busy year.
How many cars now do you have your own, renting servicing?
Our own cars, not that many. We have Dacia and BMW, and we can call Yaris our car. It belongs to our friend. So basically we have 3 cars to rent now. Our main, let's say it's different. We mainly service the cars of the drivers who own these cars. We have only 3 cars to rent.
Okay. Is it easier to work with factory cars?
I'm sure it is easier. Like working with Skoda, we have very clear manuals and instructions how to maintain these cars, how to service them. And to be honest, if you keep, like if you stay with the manual, and if you have some experience, of course, these cars are extremely reliable and fast. So it's like I won't tell it's easy job. You have to stay focused all the time. You have to remember about many things, but it gives you very good probability to finish every rally you enter. So if that rally 2 cars are like I think they are worth the money, but still they're very, very expensive to drive. But these are without a doubt very, very good cars.
There's one BMW which is prepared for circuit racing. Maybe you share a little bit about it.
I know we do a lot as for a very small team like ours. We do cross-country rallies in 2 classes, T1 and T2. We do road rallies with Rally 2 cars, Subarus, Yarises. So that is quite a lot. And for 2 years now, we are working with track BMWs. But it is very interesting for us to try something new. BMWs are very nice car to service. They are quite simple. You have to just stay focused, not to overdo it. They are simple, and you should keep them simple, not to make them complicated, because it's not necessary, I think. And race circuits are a very interesting new experience for us.
Do you bring something from rallying to rally raid, from rally raid to rallying, or from circuit racing to rallying? Some knowledge, some know-how, some ideas?
Yes, I'm sure about that. Especially the way you service cars in every class, in every class of any motorsport. You have to stay focused on details. You cannot leave something thinking that it's not perfect, but it will do. It probably won't. Sooner or later, something will fail, and we cannot leave it like this. So in every class we are working on, we try to keep the highest standards, to have a look in every bit of a car that must be maintained. And this is something you get with experience from other rallies. And it happened for us to do over 30 rallies or other activities in a year. So that is a lot of work, and it is experience you couldn't get working with just one class. I believe it's always to try something new, try something from the different class, because all cars are basically the principles are similar. So experience stays with us.
And what's next for the K-Rally team? What are your plans or dreams? Or
I'm sure we will focus on the Yaris project. We want to make it going as good as it can, to build more cars. We are dreaming about Yaris Cup in Poland, but many cars have to be built. But I know that at least 3 more cars are under construction by other teams in Poland. So maybe this dream will come true. And about other dreams, I'm sure we aim high. Maybe one day it will be Dakar Rally, maybe something else, maybe some WRC rounds like last year. No, it was this year. We had Skoda Rally 2 on ERC round in Rally Poland. Last year it was WRC. So it doesn't like the level of rallying doesn't make a big difference for us because we are always trying to do our best.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think it. Thank you.
Hello, Pawel.
Hello there.
Do you remember how first time we met?
I think it was back in 20, was it 21 or 22?
22.
22, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't remember which rally, but I remember the face, I remember our chat, but can't remember which rally was it
It
exactly.
was Electronic and you had a bit of moment.
Oh, right, okay, yes. Now it comes back.
And a moment and locals offered you a beer, I remember, yeah?
Oh, right, yes, yes. Comes back now, yes. It was Electronite, the big chimney, I remember. It was me and Michał at the time participating in the rally, yes, in the Lancer Evo 9.
That time was Fiesta.
Was it Fiesta already?
Yeah, it was Fiesta already.
Oh, sorry, the R5 car.
Yeah.
True.
You had a bit of a moment there.
Yes.
So, did you really start your career with Ford Fiesta R5 in Lithuania? From the statistics,
I think so. Yes, it was. I think we've done probably. Yes, we've done some events as a start. Yes, it was Fiesta Rally 5. It was the Rokiskis Rally in 21 as a zero car before Żala. It was Fiesta Rally 5. Yeah, it was our first car we've ever turned up on the Lithuanian Championship. That's correct.
Why Fiesta? Because people start from low cars, some BMWs, and you Fiesta R5.
I think I was thinking about myself as a really good driver, so I didn't hesitate to sit in the first car, in the very fast car. But I think the reason behind it was basically it was opportunity that arose here in Olsztyn at the time when Zbyszek Staniszewski, which is a local, we can call it hero, he used to do a lot of rallying and gravel rallying, and then also he was switching off to rallycross. He's multi championship winner in Central European rallycross. And he was investing in new rallycross car, and the opportunity arose, and I bought of him that Rally 5 car for, at really good money. So that's why I end up in the Rally 5 car.
Okay, why rallying? How everything started with rallying for you?
Well, it started when I was probably 3 or 4 years old, when I went first time to see a first rally in my life, and that was that moment.
Yeah.
It probably is as for every one of us. It was just something that you see first time and you are just fell in love with it.
So how things go from your young age until you bought that Fiesta R5?
Basically, if you do well in your life and you do business and there is some money to be available for you and you invest in your passion, that's how we end up doing the rally. It was Radek Fortuna Pro Racing that I've met at some point when I bought my first Evo Lancer, my dream car. It was an everyday car. And I met Radek then because there was some problem with the car, and Radek was famous that he's sorting the Lancers. And that's how we met, but back in 2012, I think. And then from then, we just build there like a relation, like a friend-to-friend basis. And I just knew if I'll be able to afford rallying, this is the one thing I want to do in my life, is basically have a rally car. And then we just took it from there. I just bought like a Shell back in UK. Then I bought another Lancer car It was Evo 7, I remember, yellow one. And I asked Radek if he can build for me a simple end group car, which I was in love with because of the one thing and only one thing, which is the sound of the car, based on the simple throttle with the linkage.
Yeah, yeah.
And once you've got the LAC mapped in and the car has got the throttle body open up when it's idling, you've got this pops and bangs.
Yes,
that was
yes.
my dream to have this car, and Radek built me that car. It actually, and I still got this car, but it was back in 2020, I think, or even 2019 when we started the project. And then obviously COVID came in, so we were planning to do the testing in March 2020, which never happened. And then I think we done the first testing at the end of 2020, and it was instant like this. I just knew I'm gonna do rallying because once you are in the rally car, it's the feeling, and it's gonna be something you're gonna push for, you're gonna work for, and you're gonna be doing this thing just to be in that rally car all the time. So
why gravel? Because you often see in the gravel events.
I only do gravel events because I think they are much more entertaining, not only for the spectators, but also for the driver. Obviously, there's no better feeling than sliding around the corners. I think tarmac rally is like more having discipline, having everything being sort of done perfectly, and then you're gonna do the time on the stage. Where gravel rally for me is like a more improvising, adapting to the conditions, and and pushing limits, because on the gravel, obviously on the tarmac, if you are over the limit, you are off the road. With the gravel, you're over the limit and you are still in the road, and you can push even more, because you pass the corner and think, I could do slightly faster even than I was participating, and I know I've done it faster than I should, but there's still limit in it. So this is the beautiful of the gravel rally. You still evolve as a driver, and you still push the limits. This is the main thing. And sliding around the corners on the gravel, there is no better feeling in the world.
Yeah. So basically you answered the question, because most of your rallies were in Lithuania, so it was natural choice for you to go to Lithuania. Yeah?
Yes, what happened there, I met when I started with the Radek, obviously I met some local guys like Robert Kocik, which used to do a lot of Lithuanian rallies. I think he was one of the pioneers from Poland doing the Lithuanian rallies, and there was also Daniel Żarna, which Radek used to coach as well and used to be his serviceman. And then they just said to me, listen, if you want to do some nice rallies, it's natural to go to Lithuania. It's close, it's well organized, it's everything that you want. So it was simple decision to go to Lithuania.
You have spent 4 seasons in Lithuania, so how rallying in Lithuania changed during these years, or how your viewpoint changed?
To start with, doing the rallying in this R5 car, it was like I wasn't like a fully conscious driver, because the car allows you to push, but to use this car you have to be really on top of the game, because the car, the amount of performance this car gives you is basically, what I'm saying is, R5 car is 70%, it gives away, basically allows you to do anything you want, and it will always forgive you. But you have to be extra 30% on the edge to really perform in this car. So basically, I just thought, if I'm gonna try to do the progress, I have to go back to the basis, jump in something slower, more demanding, and what they say in Polish, to learn how to respect the speed in the corner. And obviously natural way, after having all the Lancers, Evos, which are great cars, but obviously they come with their own, as they say, their own, baggage of problems. This is really an everyday car built to rallying, and you will always suffer some problems with it, which in the first season, as you know, I never finished a single rally because the car was breaking all the time. So the natural way was to come back to some proper car, which was a Rally 3 car. So we just bought the Fiesta Rally 3, which is a proper factory car. If you maintain the car as it should be maintained, then the car will never let you down, which in this case is we shown that on the Lithuanian Championship, and then basically that was the main idea, just to evolve as a driver in the slower car, and then hopefully in the future go back again to now what they call the Rally 2 car, because obviously I used to drive a Rally 5 car, which is then obviously older version of the Rally 2 car. So that's the idea behind it, yes.
How changed Lithuanian rallying from your perspective? It has evolved, the competition, the organization. You have a lot of experience now in Lithuania,
exactly,
so
yes.
it's interesting to see how you see Lithuanian rally
Yes.
in all these years.
I mean, it was always from the beginning, from the very first rally when I was zero car, I was in really under a big impression how everything was well organized. You came in, you've got everything planned. You know, you watch your, you look on your watch, and you know how you're gonna do your, technical check with the from the beginning of the rally. Then you know the race C and everything else. It's just basically so well organized that we never sort of have any complaints about anything in regards to organization of the rally. But so this is like a constant thing that always was, and I think always will be with the in regards to organization. With the level of the competition, I think it went up very, very fast and rapid, because you see some surnames or names on the list which used to be in the second 10 or even 20th. Now they are in the top 5 or top 10, and they really go like they really compete between each other. So I mean the level is really high now, and I found myself that I know that I've evolved as a driver, and I drive fast now, and I see that on the times and stuff like that. But the competition is not sleeping, so the level of competition is really up, I think, by far from the time when I started. So it's still evolving for sure.
Now we are here in a very nice garage, so maybe you can tell more about your Ecoplantsales rally team, everything, operations you have and everything else.
So as I say, we started with Radek, which was the man behind it. The plan was to just do local rallies, which obviously now we don't have any of them, unfortunately. And I was just planning to, have a Lancer and group and just do local rallies, obviously. But that has changed so badly that we have no rally whatsoever in this area, or in Poland as a gravel rally. There is none of those events. But Radek was just basically, sort of always behind it, and I was always searching for a bit more adrenaline, a bit more adventure. So basically, I just thought, listen, if I can afford it, I'll go for it. And then we just basically built this team. We took some people on board. We try to always, sort of think forward for the next season. Ecoplant is the main sponsor of the team, which is my business. One of the main business I run. There is a couple of others like Giga Logistic, and so this is also part of this venture. But yeah, I just think, if you think you want to do something in your life and you can afford it, and it doesn't affect your life or your family life, then you just push for it, because life is too short to sit and think about things that I could do and I've never done it, because then you're gonna regret it. If you do something, then you can regret it in full consciousness, saying, well, I've done it wrong, I fuck it up, sorry for my language, but if you do it right and you always concentrate and you push for it, then things are happening. So that's my approach.
What cars do you have now available?
I think there is too many cars available, but as a eco rally higher adventure, that venture we didn't sort of concentrate on it too much, because obviously the main thing for us was to compete and try to go up with the level of competition, and trying to keep up with Potico and Kairolis and all the Rally 3 group. With the Eco Rally, we didn't really. We've done some events. We had some fast driver like Mikołaj Kempa, which also was hiring car from us on a few local events. But this is something on the side. The project that I thought we're gonna try to develop, but there is so much competition in the market that I don't think, if you don't put your you know, 100% time into it, you know, at some point it's gonna be difficult to compete with these people. So this is something we got on the side, and we don't really push with it like we should, but it's still there available if people want to hire the cars. Then obviously we've got already 3 cars. We've got a beautiful Lancer Evo 9 built by Radek again, which is sort of based on the R5 car, you can say, because the cage is pushed backwards. It's behind the main structure of the car, so you sit backwards as well in the Rally 5 car. Everything is brought forward. The car is well thought. It's a very light car as well. We've done all the modifications to make the car as light possible, so it's a beautiful car. But again, listen, I think if you've got cars like this those days, it's sort of more for like a Rally of Legends or something like this, because you don't want to really use them and abuse them, because they're just basically so scarce now and you really can't find them anymore. So we're just gonna keep it and maybe give it to some people that want to, you know, basically drive their Lancer for pure pleasure rather than competition. That's my approach with the Eco Rally thing.
There is some very nice logos like Life. Maybe you can tell more about it.
Right, okay. So basically this is the latest venture which again Radek came up with, I think it was last year, back in September, October. We went for a Polish Championship of Rallycross and Autocross, and I saw these things. Radek used to maintain one of the young lads that used to drive not this particular cross cars, but he used to drive a different brand. And he just mentioned there is an opportunity to become a official dealer and, you know, become a part of the team of Life Racing, which is obviously, as everyone knows, is behind it is steering the wheel. So we basically didn't think, you know, 5 minutes. We just jumped in the car, went to Belgium. We made a phone call to manager, which is Fiona, very nice lady. I went to meet them. Thierry was there. We shake their hands. We said, listen, we're gonna take a dealership for you. We ordered, you know, 5 or 6 cross cars at the time. And here we are. There is 2 of them just as an example. And basically the idea is to sell them obviously and hire them and doing the events for like even companies and stuff like that, because obviously it's very low cost comparing to anything in regards to rallying, and the experience is like value for the money is unreal, because it costs really nothing to maintain those cars, and the speed you've got in them and the adrenaline and the amount of skill you can learn in those things with sort of limited risk is unreal. It's just something that you cannot describe. There is no words to describe how those things perform and how they work and how they drive. So this is our new venture, which we're gonna definitely develop starting next year. And yeah, it's our new baby, as we say. This is gonna be something we're gonna definitely try to push rather than hiring the rally cars. It's gonna be this thing that we're gonna try to push and to the public.
So basically rally program and then those cars, rally
program. So we're gonna do again, as you can probably imagine, we're gonna be back in the Lithuania for the full season. Again, there'll be some changes, but we don't want to say yet because we just keep it as a surprise. But big changes for our team, and this is gonna be our new baby. We're gonna try to develop this as a business model as well, because I think there is massive potential in this sport, because the main factor is obviously the costs which are behind it, which are pretty much one of the main factors as you always count in when you do try to any kind of motorsport. So
and we are in Olsztyn, and there is I feel a lot of heritage and history of rallying here. So maybe you can share about history Olsztyn, all the rally community here.
Yes. Olsztyn was always famous for gravel rallying, because obviously being close to Lithuania, we've got lots of woods and beautiful places where you can use the roads for rallying purposes. And obviously this is I would say capital of gravel rallying in Poland. Just to mention a few names: Marian Bublewicz, obviously one of the most famous drivers from Olsztyn. Then Krzysztof, which is, you know, the most. You know, he used to be European Championship and multiply champion of Poland as well. So those few names, just, you know, to bring them to start with, and then obviously this is the capital of gravel rallying. So we used to have beautiful events like Rally Kormoran Rally. Then it became a Warmiński Rally, and then you've got obviously until this season, sorry, was the Rally of Poland, which was beautiful event, big event. You know, it was, I think, twice the WRC Championship as well, and every year it was ERC Championship as well. But unfortunately, as it happens, this rally is gone. We know that obviously for sure now that Rally of Poland is going back to south, and there is no plan, as I'm aware of, for another gravel event in Poland next year. So, which is a very, very sad thing.
Yeah. So maybe a last few words for Lithuanian rally community.
Okay. No, listen. As I say, we are always very humble to be in Lithuania because we feel they're like in home. You know, beautiful stages, always beautiful stages. You know, you always go there and you feel like it's gonna be, you know, proper rally. People are phenomenal, like spectators as well. There's no problems with organizations. There is no problems with anything. You just go and enjoy yourself. It's a pure enjoyment, basically. That's what I can say. So, as a whole, this is well organized. I would say on the European level, it's the top level. The roads are phenomenal. Obviously, everything is always well prepared. You go there, you do your job, and you come back. You're always smiling. It doesn't matter if you finish the rally or not, but you always got that pleasant experience that you go for. So, you know, that nice time from your everyday activity and so on and so forth. So it is the beautiful thing to go there each year, and we're gonna be back next year.
Hello, Adrian.
Hello, welcome to Poland.
Thank you. You're probably the first people from Polish rally community I met, and I had an opportunity to talk. So, do you remember?
Of course, I remember. It was on the tests with Gracjan Pretko, I guess.
Yeah.
Somewhere like there. And of course, maybe that was the first interview we were doing together. so yeah, of course I remember.
Yeah. And there was a 2020 Rally Rokiškis where we
Yeah.
met, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Contacted, but-
Rally Rokiškis. Yeah, that was the first event actually I did as a competitor in Lithuania. So yeah, great memories.
Yeah. You were only 5 years old when you saw your father in the rally. Is that correct?
If I fell in love with the rallies,
Yeah.
I think it was when I was 5 years old or something like this. My uncle, the brother of my father, took me for spectating maybe Rally Kormoran or Rally Warmiński, I don't remember, but that was 20 years ago. So I just remember when I was playing in the woods and the rally cars were going through the stage, and I was hiding behind the trees or something. But I think the moment when I just felt it was something special, it was on the start ceremony. And I think it was taking place in Olsztyn, on our old town. And when I saw my father in the racing suit and everything on the ramp, it was like, you were looking at them like on superheroes around people. That was amazing. So, so yeah.
Your father was a famous co-driver, so did you learn a lot from him?
Yeah, definitely. Everything I can, maybe everything. I developed. It's because of him and from him mostly. Because when I was young and I saw the notebooks with the notes and everything, I was asking questions. Which specific sign means and everything. So I got used to it, and it was like, I developed it in my way, because driving with different drivers, it's like you have to develop other signs or something to write and describe things fast and best way possible. So So yeah, I learned a lot from him.
It was natural learning, or like your father knew that I want that my son would be co-driver, and I want
No,
to turn.
my father always wanted. He didn't want me to do the rally, and yeah, that was pretty natural. You know, as I said, I was always interested about the notes and everything, so it was pretty natural. I got used to it, but you know, at first I wanted to be the driver, but then on tests, on my father's tests with Krzysztof, who is also the driver from Olsztyn, and that's the father of the Gracjan, with which I drove like 2 years ago. So that was on the first test, and he took me and said, "Go and sit, take the right seat," and gave me the notes and said, "Read." So yeah, I think I did pretty well, like for the first time, and you know, I think that was the moment I knew that's something I want to do for you know, for life or something.
So basically, that's how your career started of co-driver.
Yes, I can say I think so. Then we started doing with my friend Adam Kocik some you know, local rallies, that the small ones for the amateurs with the Peugeot 206, and then we were developing ourselves like only together. And then I started doing this as a zero car mostly, because in Poland you cannot you know, drive or be co-driver below 18 years old. So that was the only option to do the rallies as a zero car. And I was doing this like maybe for 2 years, for sure, 3 years, with 2 drivers. And then when I got my driving license, I finally made the rally license, and then it started, and then Lithuania, of course, and the rest.
Yeah, maybe we can just go through. The first driver was Gracjan, yeah.
In the competition?
Yeah, in competition.
No, there was other drivers too. Before Gracjan, I had the season with Jurek Janiszewski and a few others, and then the bigger rallying started when when Gracjan did the license, and we had the chance to go to Lithuania to start our careers, and that was when big things started happening. So yeah.
And the other drivers after Gracjan, how your career basically went up from
after Gracjan, there was also a big thing with Grzegorz Grzyb, and after him, hard to say to describe what happened during these years, but yeah, there was kind of a lot of drivers, a lot of rallies during these years, and we are here.
So, what did you learn from such a experienced driver like Grzyb?
A lot. For sure, you know, we were doing, that was my first ever rallies or tests, maybe not tests, because I was testing also R5 cars when I was 15, 16 with, when my father was co-driver of Krzysztof Oleksowicz, and I had the opportunity to drive with them on the tests, with Wojciech Huchała also, the Polish champion. So with Grzyb, I had my first competition ever in, you know, R5 car, and that was like, you know, big water, and especially on tarmac, because I was mostly doing rallies until this time on gravel, and my first ever tarmac was, I guess, with Grzegorz in Hungary. So that was kind of hell, I can say, but that was something. That was when you feel the R5 car on the tarmac, how you know it goes into 5 right corners or 5 left. It's crazy. So yeah. So he developed me a lot, especially with the notes and reading and everything. So that was huge.
How the first event in Lithuania went? That's Rockish, because it was your first international event away from the Poland.
I guess that was second international, because in previous year, in 2018 or 19, it was Lausitz. in the Astra with Jakub Kotalewicz. So that was the second time, I guess, in international rallies. So I don't remember well that rookie. I remember Jala jump pretty well because that's the iconic one. But I think we broke something.
Drive shaft.
Yeah, drive shaft on the start line. So that was pretty big shame because we were kind of high in our class with the BMW. So yeah, but rally was amazing. Like, you know, to compare it with the rallies I did before in Poland, for example, because that was the big one rally and I did the smaller ones only. So that was like crazy. But we were enjoying a lot for sure.
I count probably 25 rallies in Lithuania for you. So you're like ambassador of Lithuanian rally in the Polish community.
Maybe you have to give me the citizenship finally. So
We're working on that.
Yeah. We are working with Ignas about this. But yeah, 25 rallies in Lithuania. It's a big number, I can say, but maybe you know, comparing to other top drivers, it's not so much because a lot of drivers in the top level are doing like 20 rallies in one season. So it's kind of not for me. It's nice number with Lithuania, of course, because you know, Lithuania is in my heart a lot, and yeah, that's nice to develop here because that's the best area to develop for the driver, co-driver, or even start your rally journey here. So yeah.
How evolved Lithuanian rally through those years? Because you see everything from the windscreen.
I think when I was first time, that was not 2020, but I was first time in maybe 2016 or 17 with Marek Poniewierka, who is sadly not with us anymore, and we were about to do Rally Elektrenai with the 000 car, with the Subaru Impreza, and we did the recce, but with this car, with rally car, and the engine died after the recce. So we didn't start it, which was sad, but I remember, you know, it was so fast, a lot of straight roads, like sometimes in our notes, maybe not sometimes, even often, I can say there was a lot of straight roads, like 1 kilometer or something, and that was like pretty different from the rallies in Poland, where it's more technical or something. So how it evolved during these years, I can say I felt like it was more wild in Lithuania back in time, and now it's, you know, total professional, and it's just a pleasure to do that kind of rallies because like Pawel said before, everything is like, you know, step by step, and you know, everything is well organized, and you just do the rally. So and how they evolved also about the competition, I can say that yeah, everybody is evolving here. I mean, competitors, like everybody is faster, and you also have to push yourself to be faster, to compete with them because they are going up. So yeah, so it's good.
We can go back to your father, and interesting thing is, do you have still something learned from him after all your experience in the European and Poland, Lithuania?
Yeah, for sure. You know, you always have to learn. I think every time you can learn something new, and I think I still can learn from my father that you know, the hard working and the dedication to the, you know, the topic or something. You know, they are like old gen, and the terminators, kinda, you know, maybe my father is kinda older than Pawel, but you know, as I said, they're old gen, so I envy them, like their, you know, dedication and hard working to the topic. So that's what I would like to learn more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And this year you joined Pawel, so maybe you can tell more about how this travel started with.
How it started?
Yeah.
I think it started like 2 years ago or 3 years ago when we did one rally in Lithuania, Rally Visagina, or yeah, Visagina, with the Lancer. And Pawel is a great guy, so we had a very nice vibe during this rally. And as Pawel mentioned before, that was kind of hard thing with Evos and Lancers and Subarus, that they are kind of breaking a lot. So we had a very nice rally. We were just getting to know each other, developing together, but car broke, so that ended. I was involved in with other drivers, so I couldn't continue with Pawel, but our ways came back together this year during the season. And that's, as I said, he's a great guy. We have really nice team. We have big plans for the future, so it's just a pleasure to be here and just do my job.
What advice would you give to yourself if you could meet yourself at the start of your co-driving career?
Never give up, maybe, because rally is a hard bread, I can say. It's a kind of big roller coaster with everything you're experiencing, with relations, with a lot of things that can happen during the rally. So I think rally is like the maybe one thing in my life that I stood up with. And I think that's because I never gave up, and I think that's what is the key for the present, for the future. So yeah, that's what I would say.
What do you do besides co-driving?
I'm working with my father. He's running a company in constructions actually, and we're doing the floors. So so pretty much nothing special.
Simulators are a big part of your life, I believe. So can you tell more about it?
About simulators, when I bought the Logitech G27, maybe when I was 16 or 17, that I think that was the best purchase in my life. I was driving in Richard Burns Rally. I was so digged into the topic, and that was pretty amazing to do this with just basic wheelbase and everything. But simulators and sim racing evolved during these years like crazy. So we have like very advanced stuff these days with motion platforms and everything. So I'm kind of making them and selling. We have a lot of advanced stuff right now we can use to develop also in real life as a driver or co-driver, because for me that's the big thing as a co-driver, that I can drive, I can feel what driver feels, so I can also deliver better as a co-driver, because kinda I can feel what he's feeling in certain moments. And that's it. That's the definitely big part of my life, and I wanna see that it's evolving much more in the future, and it's on the good way, because we are still getting very nice things in Richard Burns Rally. But 2 days ago, Assetto Corsa Rally came out, so let's see. It will be for sure interesting in the future.
So basically, from the hobby to the not business, but some kind of. Some kind of, yeah. Yeah, you mentioned that some drivers do 20 events per season, but 1 year you also have 2021, you have 19 events.
That was big year. That was season mixed with ERC, with Polish Championship and some other rallies. That was like jump into the big water. That was pretty crazy, and how I managed it, I think I was not thinking so much. I was just enjoying the process. I was just doing my job and just enjoying like Craig Breen said, don't forget to enjoy, right? So I think that's main thinking to do the rally. Don't think, just do, and and enjoy.
How was those European events for you? You know,
It's ERC is great. Every event is special, and different from everything from local rallies, right? I think on every event you have to do kind of other stuff, but yeah, it's huge. We did ERC round this year with the Krzysztof Bubik in Rally Poland, or local rally actually. And if you're competing on the highest level and trying to fight for top positions, it's like another level, because in 2021 I did the ERC 4 with Rally 4 car with Łukasz Lewandowski. We had amazing competitors with us like Sami Pajari, Franceschi, and also Basas. That was like crazy competition, and that was amazing to be there and to get the experience from it.
Coming back to Olsztyn, maybe you can tell something about the Vultec community of Olsztyn and rally
community in Olsztyn is for sure big. Paweł also mentioned that it's kind of capital of gravel in Poland. Sadly, we'll not have Rally Poland in Mikołajki next year, but let's hope it will come back, because we have enough of tarmac rallies in Poland for sure. And about the community, as I said, it's big because it's a big history with Marian Bublewicz and Krzysztof Hołowczyk. So we have a lot of great drivers around here because we are used to the gravel, and I think it's always better to do the gravel driver better on tarmac than the opposite way. So yeah, it's amazing to be a part of the Olsztyn and his history about the rallying, because that's something else, and that's why we don't have the gravel rallies anymore in Poland, so we are going to Lithuania, and a lot of Olsztyn community is coming to Lithuania also, so yeah.
After all these years and your experience in rallying, what was the rallying given to you or even taken from you?
What it gives me, I think, rally is a hard bread, as I said. So if you are doing the rally, I think nothing can break you in your, daily life or something. So I think it is, teaching you life, basically. But maybe also in harder ways, because sometimes situations you're into are kind of crazy. But what it took from me, I don't know, hard to say, maybe my time, because in the world with a lot of options around, you're sometimes thinking maybe it's not something you want to do, but then you're on start line again, clock is ticking, you're stressed because maybe that's the last time ticking, but then the show begins, that's you, the driver, the car, the notes and the road, and you reach the finish line and you think hell fuck, I want it again. so yeah, that's it.
Great. And yeah, a few words for Lithuanian rally community.
For Lithuanian, I think 25 is not so big number, as I said, so I count to have it at least 100. So for next year, next year and next years, I hope we will with Pawel do every rally you can deliver. And we have some surprises for next year with Pawel, and big plans. So we'll see. We'll be there for sure. And we are always enjoying being in Lithuania. And you're great guys. So.
Yeah. So basically, we have one more thing to do, because we came here with a lot of purposes, and one of the purposes is to do thing that you didn't. So I believe you know what I'm talking about. So Yeah. Yeah. So, you are the winners of second place in large 3.
Well, beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This is for you. So, hello, Timek.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so basically, I remember you in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution as a course car in Lithuania, and now we are sitting here and you are European champion. So, do you remember those times, early days from Lithuania, as when you were driving a zero car?
Yeah, I remember very well the Evo time when I started rallying as a course car in the Lithuanian championship. Actually, that was my first proper rally with rally car, the Lithuanian rally. As I remember, it was Žemaitija or something like that, but it was like first time I looked on proper stage and it was something amazing. I remember very well how I felt then. I don't want to come back to this because it was a bit scary moment for my career. But yeah, I really appreciate that I started rallying in Lithuania because there was like big competition and proper rally stages.
Yeah, so basically, when you're looking back, and now it's a huge step you made it through all those 3 years, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think for 3.5 or even 4, but yeah, big step. As I look back, it's like a lot new things. I drove 2.5 years in Lithuania and Baltic countries. Then I stepped up to the WRC where the events are a bit different, let's say, because all roads, all countries have different characteristic and the roads. So basically, as I learned a lot in Lithuania, I learned even more in WRC.
Yeah, so basically, getting to the start, how you and your brother, also Victor, started rallying?
Yeah, we started as when I was 15 or 14. We had a BMW that we was driving on some track, and we started setting times who will have better time, and every day we was driving unless who will be better. Yeah, and after 2 months the car died, so the engine like it stopped working. So basically we had to buy something new, and I bought the Sati Ibiza, which had like maybe it had roll cage, but it was like not properly made. It wasn't rally car. It was like civil car, which looks like rally car. So, but with this car, then we started also fighting for the times, and the competition was quite hard, as I remember, and no one let the other guy win. So we still had competition then, and after that time we bought the Evo 9 and my brother Clio Proto, and with those 2 cars we started driving in Lithuania.
Yeah, and what's your father was input to your career?
Yeah, he basically maybe not started the career because we was driving with BMW by ourselves. It was our idea to just have fun and drive. But when he saw that we have some potential, then he started pushing us to drive more, to learn something, to have a bit better tires, to do some other things, which helped me a lot and pushed me to this more professional side. Because for sure, without him, we won't be here. We won't be, let's say, going professional. We still will have fun, but not as now, because everything now have to be properly made, properly to fight for that winning the rallies, actually.
Yeah. What are your best memories from rallying in Lithuania?
My best memory, I guess I had a lot of good memories. It's hard to find one, but actually after on the last season of driving in Lithuania, I got the Lars 3 champion, which was nice to have, and after quite tight fight with Adrian Sadowski. At the last rally we won by 1 point, so it's a good memory from that, because as we were fighting for the whole season, every rally I learned something more, because I had to push a bit more because Adrian was still pushing. So the improvement from each rally was like, it is good memory.
How is the whole organization, maybe atmosphere in Lithuania for you? Do you feel happy racing in Lithuania?
I mean, I really liked the atmosphere on the rallies, as I now in more professional ERC rallying. Everything is tighter, there is no time to do something, there is no time to talk with other guys. Sometimes it's like a bit more complicated rallying. But as I remember in Lithuania, there was always time to talk about the driving, about other things with other drivers. Everyone was like, no one was doing something that don't help me. So everything was friendly. It was very friendly, and I really liked the way of Lithuanian riding.
Most of your career have been driving on gravel, so how did you manage with the tarmac?
Yeah, basically after a season in Lithuania, I drove one small rally on tarmac that was in Czech Republic. I don't remember the name. But it was maybe, let's say, not first touch with tarmac, because I drove on some tracks and other things, but it was never like thing for me to drive on tarmac. As my progress on gravel went up, I forgot a bit about the tarmac, and I had to still drive on tarmac. So then I done my first rally, and second rally was the first ERC round, the Sierra Morena rally. So not a lot of driving on tarmac, but actually for me, as the physics don't change a lot, I still can work on simulators. So it wasn't very new thing for me, but still to get to this last edge of the driving limit, you really have to be on it, and to be on it, you have to really have good knowledge, experience, and for sure confidence. So that was the thing that I wanted to build during the season, and I think I done it quite well. Maybe the last rallies there was no plan to push, so we didn't got some perfect times, but at the end the result is there.
Yeah, maybe you can give some advices for the young drivers who will need to step up to the tarmac. What are essentials, you know?
For sure, drive whatever the car is, just drive on tarmac and do kilometers, because maybe the like event like Sierra Morena or Roma Rally is not so big. It's not so big, you know. It's not so hard to drive there, because the tarmac and the specific of driving is more like racing, and that is not a big problem. But when you come to Czech Republic, to Baron Rally, it's a Radigan Rally, Croatia Rally, there you have a lot of pollution. The corners are very short, very fast, and you have to really rely on your experience. So then you need those kilometers that you should do with whatever the car is, just drive and get knowledge from roads.
Yeah. The European Rally Championship is a completely new level. So how did you cope with it? Traveling long distances, you know, new countries, cultures, everything is like different probably.
When I was driving in Baltic countries, it was a bit easier, because always the same road to the rally, always the same country. But then when you come to ERC, you have different countries, and that it is possible that it is a problem for some guys. But at the end, the physics is the same, the car is the same, the road just changed, and you have to adjust to the road which you get. So even if you're in Scandinavia Rally, Hungary Rally, or Rally Poland, okay, those are different countries, but you have the same car. The road is like the road, so you can have some, you can compare those rallies and find some similarities with them. So basically, just don't overthink about the long distances and things like that. Just make it simple.
How you prepare for the event, like testing, like setup changes, some mental things? How do you prepare for each new event?
Yeah, each event is a bit different because you have to prepare and be really confident that the work you done it was made properly. So basically, you just need to really work with onboards and with other guys' experience that you can ask and get some knowledge. So that is the one way. Of course, you have to do training, physical training, because, for example, Rally Rome was very, very hard from the physical side. The weather was very hot, and you really need some good physical strength to make those rallies. For sure, psychologists are also very important in rallying because everything is in your head. So to push, you have to be confident. There's a lot of things you can do, and basically, I think the most important is to make it from a rally to rally, make it the same. To don't lose the motivation, to don't lose anything. Just make your work and try to perform as good as you can.
Yeah. What were the biggest challenges for you in the European Rally Championship? Maybe something you didn't expect it, or
yeah, for sure the tarmac rallies. But as I said, the Sierra Morena and Rally Rome wasn't so hard for me as it was a bit more racing tarmac. So the things that surprised me. There was not a lot of things like that because you really can think forward and expect some things. But for sure, the Rally Barum, Ceredigion, and Rally Croatia was the hardest part of the season because three tarmac rallies. Each rally is very different, and the roads are very fast, very polluted, and with some surprises. So. To be faster, you really have to have confidence, experience, knowledge, as I said before. But with my small knowledge from tarmac, it wasn't easiest to fight there.
And what was easier than you expected? Maybe
easier than I expected. I think in rallying there is no easy things. Everything is hard to do. I mean, as I was good prepared, then I think that Recce part wasn't so hard for me. I was well prepared from rallies. I knew the stages from some rallies, so basically it wasn't the hardest thing for me. But as I said, you can always do something better, and that way of thinking makes everything hard.
Yeah. You drove with Ford Fiesta Rally 3 and some other drivers drove Clio, so the competition-wise, it's the car that was... it was the same, basically.
It's hard to tell because I never drove Clio, but for sure Clio have longer gearbox and a bit more power from fourth cylinder. So that is the thing. But as I feel that the Fiesta is a bit better in handling, so maybe it's like compromising few things, and at the end it should be the same. The cars should have the same times at the end. And as you see from WRC, there is no Clio is not always winning, so it's comparable cars.
Yeah, and this one Fiesta behind you is the same, which bring you the Lithuanian championship.
Yes. This one was from, I think, first year of driving in Lithuania. Yeah, because we had three Fiesta Rally 3 cars, but now we were left with one. And yeah, we kept the oldest one. I think it's 8th car and 8th Fiesta Rally 3 build. But there was never a problem with technical issues, so maybe it's a good car.
It is. And talking about the cars, you switched to Citroën C3 Rally 2.
Yeah.
So how did it went for you?
Yeah, that was a bit surprise for me that we already stepped to Rally 2 car. We had an opportunity on Rally Ceredigion. I got information that we are able to compete in Rally 2, in Rally Polish Championship. And as I heard that, we decided to compete there and to do first step in Rally 2 car. Maybe I wanted to do it on gravel as my experience is there, but for sure if I have opportunity I will use it. And we done 2 rallies with Rally 2 Citroën. We done some good kilometers and I have some good knowledge from this car, so basically everything is okay with this car.
Is it hard to step from Fiesta Rally 3 to Rally 2 car, or is it just little upgrade, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting because for me it was easier to drive the Rally 2 car than Rally 3 car. This car feels like it's built to perform good and everything you want to do, the car is doing. So basically, as you imagine how you want to drive through the corner, the car can do it. You just have to handle it well. So that was the main thing, that this car is easy to drive, but at the end, if everyone has the same easiness of driving, then the real fighting for the time is there. Yeah? So basically, that is the main thing. Maybe I was scared a bit about, it will be a lot, so there will be a lot of power, it will be hard to control, but that wasn't the problem at all. From the start, the car behaved as I wanted, so it was, for me, it was easier to drive Rally 2 than the Rally 3 car.
RC3 this year was full of Polish drivers, and even top 3 were fully Polish. So what are relationships between Polish drivers in European scene?
From the ERC3 class, I knew just Adrian Sadowski, who I was competing with in Lithuanian. I knew about the other guys, but I never met them, so it was first time for me to meet other Polish competitors. And throughout the season, everyone was there on each rally, so I mean, it was a bit more familiar for me during the rallies because of the Polish guys.
Yeah, and competition-wise, how to say, there was a lot of exposure from the media, like from ERC. How did you cope with that? No, because no.
You mean about media?
Yeah.
From ERC.
Yeah, well, about media things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of step for me. It was because everything was new. A lot of, like you said, media. A lot of, maybe it is a bit stressful, but in this positive way, because you get some motivation to perform better and better and better. You have some motivation to win the rallies, to show yourself to other guys, and I think that's only positive way, not the hard way.
Yeah, because it was a very interesting moment when we had talk a lot in Lithuania, and then I put up Rally TV, and then it's like Julian Porter talking with you. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it is a bit step, because in Lithuania we didn't done the media so much. We would just focus on improving and getting some better times and getting some better knowledge from rallying. But here we started as well doing our media, and I would say maybe on first rally it was a bit stressful, but on the second, on third, and fourth, it was just normal for me, as my focus was on the getting good rally result, not about the media things.
Yeah, and now your co-driver Jakub has more than 200 rallies under his belt. So how his experience helped you through all the season?
For sure, his experience on tarmac is big, as he drove in Grzegorz Grzyb and other drivers from Poland. So. He do have good experience for tarmac, and as I said, that experience is helping you because of knowledge from pollution and of some type of tarmacs, which is slippery, which is not slippery. Of course, I'm still learning from my mistakes, from my driving, but that kind of help from the right side help you to don't make so much mistakes. So. Basically, if there is some more polluted tarmac, more polluted roads, some slippery tarmac, more abrasive tarmac, then he helped me because of his knowledge and 200 rallies, as you said.
Yeah. Before the season, do you expect that you can be on the top level of RC3 field?
Yeah, I expected that I will be very competitive on gravel rallies, but tarmac was a bit of, blunder, let's say, because I didn't know what is my speed. I didn't know what my speed is looking like compared to other guys. So that was big surprise for me that on the first rally we already competed. We was able to fight with guys who have done some rallies on tarmac and who have some good experience on tarmac. So that was a big surprise for me.
We in Olsztyn and a lot of drivers we talked said there is like a gravel, how to say it, like a gravel part of the Polish rally.
Yes.
So basically, and it's very famous drivers from Olsztyn. And do you feel that you're bringing a lot of exposure or some honor to the Olsztyn, to all the community you have here while being champion?
For sure, we have a lot of gravel drivers who are also competing in Lithuania. And as there were guys like Hołowczyk or Bublewicz, some very famous guys from Olsztyn, then I feel like I want to be as them. So I want to also be that person that if you think about rallying in Olsztyn, you think about Hołowczyk and Bublewicz. So maybe there is still some work to do, but I will do everything to make it.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. And maybe you can tell what you're planning for the next year.
Now I can't really tell, but because we are still talking about that, we are preparing good plan for next season. For sure, it will be step for me. For sure, it will be hard work to do next year, but now I can't really tell, and I think you will everything know in January. So just wait for info from us.
Could we expect you come to Lithuania next year or maybe another year?
There is big possibility that I will compete in Lithuania on some rallies, but now it depends on our plan and on rallies and on for sure on calendar. So yeah, but there is a chance that I will come back to Lithuania.
I'm glad to hear. And maybe a few words for Lithuanian rally community, if you have some.
Yeah, for sure. I really appreciate the community in Lithuania because it helped me a lot with my mental and with my approach to rallying. I remember very well how I was happy from each rally to rally that I will compete there and I will, be, let's say, part of this Lithuanian championship. So in way of performance, in way of improving, in every way, I was really happy that I compete in Lithuania. As well, the competition there is quite tight and very big level, let's say. As I saw this season was quite tight and the competition was very high there. So for sure it will be. I will be very happy to come back here from some rallies. Maybe with Rally 2, we will see.
Yeah, we are very proud to have had you in Lithuania. Now you are like a champion in Europe, and
it will be very good. I will see how I improve throughout the season. So I will see how I can compete with Żala or other guys from Lithuania.
Some spectacle. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Is it good? Yeah. Sit like that. Yeah.
To scan the QR code.
Yeah. After the season, it's coming back.
Like going, in the evening, no girls.
Yeah, just show the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go to the toilet once again. I'm a bit stressed.
This is chair for me. Oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm like a king. Don't worry, I will not bite.
You know, it's easier to do interview if you are, you know, on some test or something
Yeah.
with just camera and without the lamp.